Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be talking about 15 things you must do before quarantine ends. And I have my little diary planned with all the ideas that I've written down and my mug of water, so let's get right into it. Now this seems like an easy or like a given thing to do, and everyone has been hopping on this trend of like, painting your room in that geometric pattern. But for some of us, aka me, it's hard. My parents are literally not letting me paint my room. So I had to be really creative in how I decorate my room, and I just wanted to share this so in case some of you might find yourself in a similar situation. I actually used paint chip cards, and I saw someone do this on TikTok, so I'll link their TikTok down below. But basically you just take like paint chip cards that you get from like, Walmart, Home Depot, and you stick those on the wall with duct tape. You can make an abstract pattern, you can create a mural like that guy in the TikTok tried to make like a sunset kind of thing. I just kind of used blues and just went at it. Now, photo shoots are probably the easiest thing you can be doing right now because it doesn't require much. Like, all you need is your phone in reality, and you can just go outside in your backyard or in your bathroom and just click a few pictures using self-timer. It's very simple, very easy. You can also take like mirror photo shoot trend on TikTok, FaceTime photo shoots with your friends. The possibilities are endless. Just be creative. So I'm not one to normally suggest working out just because I'm not one who follows it. I hate going to the gym, I hate weightlifting. I know I need to get into it, okay? But if there is one thing that I have been enjoying this quarantine is Zumba and yoga. I've been making use of like those free Instagram live classes that people have been doing and just joining in and doing like Zumba classes with them, or like, going online, finding a YouTube video and doing yoga. I just go in my backyard, bring my yoga mat, and follow along a video on my iPad and call that my workout. So right now, you're not allowed to go outside, you're not allowed to go to the mall, movies, arcade, places on your campus where you normally would be hanging out. But if there is one thing you are able to go to, it's to a state park. In my state, the state parks just recently opened up again, and everyone has been going out hiking and trailing, and I personally think it's so much fun. Now for painting, you don't need to be any artist. Like, I'm personally not an artist. I wouldn't say I suck at painting, but I'm not the best either. But this painting activity is literally so fun. You barely require anything. I got these paints from Walmart for like 50 cents, and then paintbrushes and the canvas from like my local dollar store. And I was able to put together a fun afternoon activity. It's very easy, very simple. You can get so much out of it. So definitely give painting a try. There's so many trends going around. TikTok has it all. So, baking is not one of my fortes, but this quarantine I've been giving it a lot of tries. Like, I've been making eggless cupcakes, eggless brownies, eggless cakes from both my dad and my brother's birthdays. Every single time one thing or another goes wrong, but that's not to say that I'm not trying, and that's all that matters. I personally find it very therapeutic to just make something from scratch, and like, I just put on like, one of my favorite Netflix shows and just start baking, following the recipe, and it's pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna complain. My family complains, but I'm not complaining. So right now there's so many online courses that are completely free, like provided by like Harvard University, for example, or like just any other online programs, and there's so much you can explore and learn during this time. For example, I have been learning how to use Adobe Photoshop because I plan on using Photoshop to like edit pictures, and I'm just really into graphic design, and I always wanted to learn how to use Photoshop properly and not just like the high school way they teach you. So I've been using my time to do that. But if you're not into like graphic design, you can learn like all these technical languages, you can learn like cooking. Literally the possibilities are endless. So just do your research and find a skill that you can pick up on. So while I just said, like, you know, learn a new skill, don't forget to relax, chill, binge watch some of your favorite Netflix shows. Like, I didn't get time this whole semester to, like, this past semester to watch any TV because I was working as well as being a full-time student. So now I'm using this time to fully indulge in all of my Netflix favorites. Right now, I'm loving Money Heist. I'm currently binge watching it. I'm also binge watching, I'm not binge watching, but I'm watching like All American, Outer Banks, and this quarantine I watched Too Hot to Handle, Never Have I Ever, and literally I watch so many shows, it's crazy. But definitely, you know, watch Netflix. You can even do Netflix party with your friends, get together, watch a movie or watch an episode. Such a fun time. Play games. Play online games with your friends or family. So some of my favorite online games to play are Codenames. Literally the board game version is already so fun, and then they found an online version to make it even more fun. And I'll link the websites to these games in the description box below. This escape room that I found from this inchambered.com thing. It's like a 2-player escape room. So much fun. My friend and I played it and it felt like just a real escape room, and we had to communicate with each other. Our screens didn't look the same. It was great. I had a great time. And you can also do Scribble.io, which has an unlimited amount of players. You know, it's just like Pictionary but online. Like, there's so many games out there. Find one of your favorites and play it. You can also video chat with your friends while playing it. One of my favorite apps to use to video chat is House Party. I quit Zoom a long time ago because I realized how convenient House Party is. If you download House Party on your Mac, or you show up as bubbles on the top. No need to split screen or anything. You show up on the screen, like, which makes it like 110 times more convenient because you're able to look at the whole screen while talking to your, you know, your friends. So a vision board is just a board with like all your visions on it. I know that's very basic, but you can put all your short-term goals, long-term goals, everything on your vision board. And basically the point of it is to help the universe manifest it into your life because you're thinking about it so much. There's so many benefits to vision boards. I can make a whole separate video about it if you guys want me to. I can teach you guys how to make a vision board and, you know, the benefits related to it. But for now, definitely try to make a vision board. It's very rewarding. Now, if you've not been on TikTok, I don't know what you're doing. You're definitely living under a rock because it is the perfect social media platform right now for people in quarantine. There's literally all kinds of things on there. Like, if you're into dances, there's dances on there. If you're into dark humor, there's so much dark humor on there. If you're into baking, there's baking stuff. If you have a small business, there's small business stuff. Like, literally, there's so many things on there and you can do so much with it. You can make whipped coffee. You can learn a new TikTok dance. Possibilities are endless. Definitely get into TikTok if you haven't yet already. This is something that I have not done yet, but I plan on doing it very soon. But plant a garden. A garden is definitely a peaceful thing to do. It's a very peaceful activity. I think it's fun just to, like, you know, have responsibility over something. And personally, I plan on planting a avocado tree. I'm in love with avocados. I probably eat one every day. And I'm in the process of like growing my own avocado plant. But plant a garden with your family. It could be like a whole family bonding activity. Create a playlist. And I don't mean any playlist, I mean like playlists for like any occasion that you might have. Being in a car by yourself, being in a car with friends, partying with your friends, partying with family, studying, walking to class or walking somewhere kind of music. If you're anything like me, you've been piggybacking off your friends for their playlists, and I literally every single time someone's in my car, I never know what kind of music to play because my taste is very different from my friends' taste. So I finally took the time out to create the Spotify playlist for each occasion, and you should too, or maybe refresh or update your old playlist, you know? I have been ordering so many clothes this quarantine, and I have been making a list or like planning all these outfits for like all the events that I could possibly have coming up in the near future. One of my favorite activities that I'm excited for is like game day, because and don't hate me for this, but I have not gone to a single football game this whole, like my whole time in college, and I'm going to be a senior next year. So I plan on going to every single football game, so as long as COVID-19 doesn't cancel it. But regardless, I have planned all these outfits out and I'm DIYing like my own clothes, and it's just a very exciting and fun thing to do because it helps helps you look forward to the future. And last but not least, number 15, make a bucket list. And I don't mean just any bucket list about like, you know, your future goals and stuff. I mean like things you want to do once you get out of quarantine. I personally have regretted saying no to every single plan that I've said no to before quarantine started, because I was just stuck at home after that. Like I literally did not get to do anything, and I don't know, I just feel so bad for saying no. So I'm taking this time to make a list of all the things that I definitely want to do once this quarantine ends, because it'll be a fun time. You want to be able to achieve everything, and all those times that you don't know what to do with your friends, you now have a list of activities and you can check it off as you go. But that's all for now. Those are 15 things you must do before quarantine ends if you haven't done those yet. But if you have, be sure to share pictures or stories with me, and I'd love to check them out. But that's all for now, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in my next video.